Let's start today's show with yesterday's fail. 2 Tuesdays in a row. We've had a bit of mic trouble, let's say. Obviously, if you did tune in, you would have seen new microphone. I was so excited about using this. Bought it, took a bit longer with Royal Mail's delays. That's fine. Yep, today, first show of the week, or second show of the week. Let's use this. Peter A, got a chat on. Let's go. Yeah, I might have sounded like this. I'll get on to what happened. Did it sound like this yesterday? It's because I had the microphone the wrong way round. Now, amateur mistake, but it should be sounding very nice, very crisp. Yeah, my bad. Let's continue with today's show. Got a nice, interesting video, or show, I should say. Of course, welcome to Morning Readies, your daily dose of reselling news, selling online, online business, all that good stuff. My name's Jules Ross. This is Retro Reselling. Boom, smooth from here on out. So today's show, got a bit of news about eBay sales during April, during the lockdown. Also, it is as I said last Wednesday, it's the 13th of May. We're going to touch on about the self-employed grant. And then linked with that, we have a special guest, and a guest that none of you may have ever heard of. Maybe some of you have, but this is the guest today, Joel Squires of Fat Losers. More to come, but my oldest friend and best man at my wedding. It's all linked, don't worry. I'm not just getting him on for the sake of it. It's all good. So yeah, thank you for joining me. If you are watching live, I think Joel is in the chat. He is self-employed. I'll give you a little bit of detail so you know what to ask. He's self-employed, not reselling, fitness instructor, gym enthusiast. So anything about being affected by lockdown, adapting, any questions like that, whack them in the chat. And after I'm done with mine, we'll move on to your questions. That's Facebook and YouTube. So yeah, yesterday, what did I get up to? I was at the unit yesterday, did do a full day, done sort of a half type day, just done my wrapping. I did actually do a video, so check that out. I was going to not do a picking video because I seem to be repeating myself, or didn't want it to get dull, but people seem to want it. So I did actually get one out, and it was, yeah, a good one. Good weekend of sales it was. And then came home, and then I was a cleaner again. And our fridge is breaking. I thought I fixed that, but it's getting hot. Fridges shouldn't get hot. So that's fun. More money. Hooray. So we'll move on to my sale of yesterday. It's a good one. Yesterday I said when I had the motorcycle jacket sale, I think I said I got what it was on the screen. It wasn't. It was 45 like it was in the video. And this one, I think it was 75. So I didn't get this full price, but still a nice, tasty sale. I've sold this a few times now. Charity shops and places like that tend to devalue this type of Harry Potter book. Even if they pay up like £10-15, they think it's rare, first edition, whatever, which this one was. But it's the adult cover. You've seen me sell this before, but this was a first edition, first print. On the copyright page, here we go. Numbers 1, or it's in a funny order, but basically 10 down to 1. First edition, Asta Premium. Got about £75, which was easily sale of the day. And that will be hopefully wrapped. I think I'm back at my unit tomorrow. So yeah, good tasty sale. Did forget to do this sale of the day. And of course, hashtag Morning Readies on Instagram, on Facebook, hashtag Morning Readies. I like to dip in, see what you lot are up to, your best sales. Yeah, whatever you like, really. People share things. It's not just for me in the show. Obviously, it's a place to sort of share with other resellers and everything like that. So I thought we would get a couple up, have a little refresh, see if there's any stories as well. You can also hashtag in a story. I thought there was one. I think when I watch it, it doesn't let me watch it again on the desktop. There was a couple of good Morning Readies. Oh, here we go. This is a new one. DB Resales, ready for another episode. Oh, early. Live in 14 minutes. Yeah, it was a bit manic behind the scenes today. That's why I was running slightly late behind time, but it should be all good. And then we had a bit of trouble with the music, apparently, but I think it's okay. No one's complained that they can't hear me, so it's all good. This was a good one. Peter Wayne, sorry. And scroll up. Scroll up. When the mother-in-law says, I might have something for you that you could sell somewhere in the shed, I assumed she meant something throwaway, like 99% of the time. Not somewhere being £400 to £600 worth of retro Amiga. It was an old mice-bitten suitcase underneath a ruck of other stuff in the shed. Amazing what people screw away. A lovely bit of squirrel. Commodore just tucked away in a shed. Yeah, the stuff is still out there. It's obviously getting harder and harder. But yeah, it just proves that the stuff is still out there. So keep hunting for it. This was a nice sale as well. It's a video as well. Oh, there you go. Nice little banner. Vintage Any World. I've got to scroll up again to see what they actually said. This was a proper vintage deal, an awesome buy for any Liverpool fan. Oh, Liverpool. Sold within an hour, £96 profit, £100. That's cost you £4. Yeah, I love finding stuff like this. As you know, football related, anything sporting related. If it's vintage, I'm picking it up. Awesome sale. So yeah, keep bringing them in. We might, if there's time at the end, or again tomorrow, or throughout the day, if you're watching later, Quinn, see what people are up to, mingle with everyone. Yeah, that was Morning Readies, and we'll get back onto that. Next up, we have the news. Obviously, I'm very eBay heavy. I try not to make every episode about eBay, but today's news is about them and how, and how they have enjoyed April lockdown. Obviously, as I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory, retail's down. It has been throughout the whole of April. People have transferred to online, and myself particularly, I've had good sales, or very good sales in April, and across the board it seems to be good, as long as you've got that stock behind you. Yeah, as we can see here, 50,000 new sellers have signed up just in April alone, with fast trade and everything from home office supplies to baking kit and dumbbells to hot tubs. Cheers. Dry mouth. So it's not just, it says here 50,000 new businesses, but I don't know if that means business sellers. I don't know if that's a newspaper mixing things up. But yeah, this also does include independent retailers and fashion boutiques as well. Toy stores. Yeah, there you go. Non-essential closed their doors 23rd of March, so over a month now. Hopefully that will change as of June. But here, as we can see, sales slumped 93% in the high street stores throughout April, which is understandable. But then online and catalogue sales have more than doubled, 109%. Shopper numbers on eBay also doubled as families switched to buying online rather than giving up on spending altogether. Obviously, as times are tight, even though people are getting a big chunk, like 80% of their pay packet, people still do that spare cash, that saving money on petrol, like I am, things like that. Also, with clothes, like children don't stop growing. It's cheaper to buy used, but then I thought maybe the I can't say it, the C word, that might affect used items, but it doesn't seem to, because it dies after being in a post or whatever, after a couple of days. Yeah, it definitely hasn't put people off. So, yeah, eBay are reaping the rewards. And yeah, if you still got stuff while we are down for the next 3 weeks, get on as much as you can. That's my task for today anyway. List. Here we go. I didn't get this far. eBay has removed more than 15 million listings around the world and suspended thousands of traders about such as face masks and sanitizer, baby milk, nappies, all that stuff. Obviously, during Christmas when a toy blows up, for example, Pie Face or Hatchimals, that's not essential. Little Johnny doesn't need his Hatchimal. But when it's life and death sort of things, face mask, sanitizer, baby milk, that's probably the lowest one. Baby milk and nappies, not cool. And it does prove that eBay have been active in it, because it's not 100%, not likely to get 100% accuracy. So people will fall through the net, but they will come back and get you. Thousands of traders have been banned. So that's today's news. Hopefully that was interesting, of course. So tips and tricks. It's not really tips and tricks for today. But as I said, it's the 13th, and the government have opened up, or should be opening up today, tomorrow, the self-employed income support scheme. So I thought I'd just quickly go through this page just so it's more explanatory and maybe things to look out for. So gov.uk, make sure you're on the right page, because be alert. There you go, stay alert. There are scams out there. HMRC or the government won't contact you by text or anything to ask for anything. It's you got to go onto the site. So yeah, as of today, who can claim, obviously, I won't go through all this because we already know this, but the government will be supplying a 80% grant through 3 months over an average, or covering 3 months on average over your past 3 years, if you have got 3 years. If your business has been affected, who can claim? We've just done that bit. Check if you're eligible. We don't cover this last week. You can still check that now if you are eligible. And then if you are eligible, here we go. How to claim. Available from the 13th of May, which is today. We will tell you the date you can make your claim from. So the service is available. This is a bit confusing for me when I was reading it. It's available today, but they will let you know the date. So see, today, if you haven't checked, do that checker up here. And then once we can make a claim, the payment will only take 6 working days apparently, which is good. But then the things you need to be aware of, you'll need all these different numbers and that, which you should have safely tucked away. Bank account number, obviously, government gateway, ID, passwords. Then after you claim, this is the most important bit. You must keep a copy of all records. So as we normally do with receipts anyway, the amount claimed, the reference number. Then this is an important bit. Evidence that your business has been adversely affected by the C word. So yeah, this is where I'm not 100% sure if I will claim this time around, if it's extended and do another lot, because obviously I'm going to run out of stock. It's been good, sales have been good, stuff's not coming in. My business has been affected. My source of stock has stopped. So from June, if I don't get much in, it will be affected after then. So that's a bit I've got to weigh up. I'm not here to tell you do or don't do that. I'm not an advisor in that way. Just going through it. And that's one thing to take note of and to be wary of. And then also it is taxable. So it will need to be on your self-assessment form. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. We don't drag on about that. Boring. We want to get our guest on, don't we? So if I come out of that. So hopefully that comes into effect. And I wanted to get my oldest friend. We've been friends since, I'm trying to think, year 3 at school, maybe, junior school. So what's that? 7 or 8. His name's Joel Squires. His business is Fat Losers. We'll get onto this. Ladies and gentlemen, Joel Squires' nipple. You're live.
What's up? Hey,
Right,
big dog. How you doing, man?
Good, thanks. Good to have you on.
Since year 3, so I can't work the maths out on that either, but it's too long.
Actually, Maisie, our youngest, is in year 3 now, so yeah, that's quite scary. And
so she's going to meet her best friend for life then.
Yeah, so she's 8, so 7, 8. So yeah, why have I got you on then, son? We've got you on. You are, how long have you been self-employed? 2, 3 years now?
So I'm in my 4th year now.
You're in 4th year.
Crazy.
And what do you want to do? Do you want to explain what it is you do?
Yeah, so I am a personal trainer, not a fitness instructor. No, it's cool. It's cool. No, I'm a personal trainer, and I have been for 3 years now. I'm fully self-employed. I started off in a commercial gym, and then I moved on to just working out of my own gym and stuff like that. So training clients, it's been really awesome, man.
So like me and like other resellers in the chat, we're lucky in a way, and that we've got sort of a backlog, like shut down. We might have a backlog of stock to work through. Obviously, you haven't got a backlog of human people. So you have been adversely affected. Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Oh, yeah, I've just got you. I missed the question though. Go
on. Just as like myself and resellers, lockdown happened, and then we've got backlog of stuff to trickle through. But as in, you can't have a backlog of human people in a cupboard.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but in a way, it's not a backlog per se. But I do have a client base, so it's really a case of how much they're willing to adapt as well. I had a few we've got some questions that we set up, but I'll talk you through some of the stuff. So
Mhm.
You know, I had to adapt pretty big time when the gym shut. So day one,
Yeah.
I ate a lot of crisps and a lot of sweets. And I sat back and chilled the hell out.
Yeah.
But literally straight after that, I was fortunate because I'd already started doing Skype sessions with some people.
Yeah.
Before the lockdown even started, because they live far away. But from then it was just talking to people and gaining interest and just seeing if they'd be willing to do it. And some people were very willing and very excited by it. And I had a few clients who just straight up did not want to do FaceTime.
No.
Because they thought it was weird, but they're like 50, 60 years old. So I can understand
yeah.
that. You know?
It's quite a scary thing being screen to screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did touch on that, but how has it been affected? Like, have you noticed people maybe not having as much income, so people cancelling? How much percentage from gym to online do you think?
I get what you're saying. So
Yeah.
what I would say is, from a work perspective, I was doing like 38 to 40 hours a week of personal training sessions at the gym, and obviously getting paid like the top rate for it.
Yeah.
Since then, I don't know, I must have, from my income point of view, I've probably gone down to about a quarter of that. But I'm still working 25 hours a week, which more than anything, it just keeps me busy. I've noticed in the times when I'm not busy, that's when I get real restless and like, it's just frustrating. But I did so from a client perspective, I'd say a lot of them are fortunate that they can mostly fully work from home still, like office jobs and stuff like that. They're still getting paid full whack, or at least 80%. But you never want to put any financial pressure on anyone when it comes to like money. I think I always think like, when the time's right, people will commit and like they'll come, and instead of pressuring people to train with you, it looks a bit desperate, not very welcoming.
Yeah, but you've got bills to pay as well, I guess.
Yeah, but it's a very fine game, when you've got bills to pay. You're kind of like, I do want you to train with me because I would very much like it, but then if people aren't ready, they're not ready, and it's fine.
Yeah, the personal touch goes a long way, like sort of caring about your customers instead of looking at them like a banknote, I guess.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That goes a long way.
Yeah, man.
So I guess like the thing I just touched on, self-employed grant, that does definitely affect you. You can't go to your gym, you can't lift what was your PA? Personal best?
Personal best. I haven't got a huge personal best yet, but my best deadlift right now is 108 kilograms. So it's a nice weight.
And that's not kicking about at home, I'm guessing.
I haven't got that at home. No. So I've been doing pull-ups, press-ups, just anything to keep me busy.
So I was guiding through or scrolling through, and we had a couple of questions. We got the Vinegar Jar, who's on Friday. Has Joel had to do more online fitness videos since lockdown? Excuse me. And how has he promoted his channel? We'll come on to that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to answer that? Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. I won't answer that. I'm joking. So what I did, mainly for my actual client base, I thought I would open a Facebook group, get everyone in there, and then I basically hyped people up for the fact that I'd filmed a workout, and it was just like one YouTube video that I was going to do, and just for them to see what the online sessions would be like. Fortunately, I've got here it is.
Yeah, I'll turn it down. Yeah, you have got your channel. If I quickly click on it, that's just the one video you've done. So there is like a half an hour workout.
Yeah.
So if they are doing Joe Wicks, sack him off for today. Do a bit of Joel
Wicks.
Yeah, Joel Wicks.
But
so in college, you did do videography type film studies, wasn't it?
Yeah. So where I was really lucky again is.
Oh. You've cut out for a second. He will come back.
Big come.
There you go. You're back.
You still got me. Where did I cut out?
About film studies.
Yeah. So my brother Tom helped me film this. Actually, he wasn't there, but I chucked in the video camera afterwards, and he edited it all together.
It's that proper professional thing. You had your microphone. You had all this cutaway thing going on. If you cut out again.
Hold it together, Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You got me?
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, so we filmed that basically as a teaser, just to have a bit of promotion for me doing video sessions. And from that point onwards, I went from about 15 hours a week to 25 hours a week at home. So that hugely helped me.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot of fun, really. I don't mind it being behind the camera. I'm not too bothered by that, to be fair.
Yeah. How's this for you? The live with people. We've got
Honestly,
149 people watching.
Hi, 149 people. Honestly, I do this pretty much every day now with clients sweating their butt off and like in the worst condition possible. So it's not too big a deal, to be honest. I quite like it.
People have been asking about the self-employed thing, about what evidence proves you are adversely affected. So
what for me?
I'm not sure about both of us, really. How would you have proved that? Like, put a picture of your gym closed? I don't know.
Yeah. So for me, I can't be face to face with my clients. I'm not in the gym with them. Usually, I'll pay a big rent to go into the gym and work out. I say I pay like £200 a month to a gym, and then I'll work fully out of that. And of course, we can't even go to the gym, so there's no weights we can use. The premises in there. So for me, that's complete loss of business because I don't have this stuff laying about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
So that is my proof.
And with me, obviously, sales have been good. Maybe compared to last, I don't know. It's just obviously boot sale seasons now. So I'm selling good now, but I'm not replacing it with good stuff in a minute, which is a worry. So I don't know.
I suppose it's a very fine line, isn't it? Like, it's, hopefully, that's
we got. But we've got another question. Retro Space Trader, have you found that your clients have lost or gained motivation overall since lockdown?
I love that name, Space Trader. So I would say I've kept them pretty even keel. What we've done is we've not tried to put too much pressure on gaining or losing weight. Like, we just want people to exercise, and more than anything, it's good for their mental mind state. I have been trying to cut down from where I was because I started a bulk, and then all of a sudden all the weights were gone. I didn't have any big weights to throw around anymore. I had a load of empty, and it was turned into fat instead. So I've tried to cut in this time, and I've done pretty well. But I would say it's quite a mental challenge to like put pressure on yourself from a weight perspective. Yeah. So to answer your question, I suppose that most people have just kind of averaged out or lost a little bit, but the main thing is they're mentally okay. Yeah.
So I'll try and find another question, but we will get onto your Instagram is your main thing, and I have it here ready if we go. So your business is Fat Losers, which is the best name in the world.
We are
Fat Losers. Go ahead on Instagram, check out Joel's channel. Is the sort of gains we're on about. Look at that.
Oh, there he is. Look at that
guy. He don't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. Sharing people's progress, I guess, like help motivate them.
There's some progress.
It's all good. Here we go.
Mainly pictures of me with my top off. Are you going to show my deadlift?
Big show off. What was this one?
I don't know. I should say in the thing, but
just look at that face.
It took me a while to get that bad boy up.
You tell me you haven't got this in your dining room, just sitting about.
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm not Eddie Hall or the Mountain just yet, but it's coming.
That's crazy. Links in the description for that, and also the half-an-hour workout. I did do it myself, and I nearly died. I'm not as active as I used to be. Obviously, we'll get onto our personal relationship a little bit, but we used to be basketball, cricket, football. Baby. That slowed down since I moved out, just to say the least.
Gee, man, you need to get back. You were a baller. You played pretty good, man, back in the school days. Except all of a sudden you went from 6 foot at age 13 to 6 foot at age 20.
I literally haven't grown since year 9. I think it was.
Everyone caught you up.
Yeah. Well, my on-camera height is 6 foot, but we measured me, and I'm actually 5'11", apparently.
No.
Apparently, I'm saying 6 foot.
Oh my god! I always say I'm 6 foot, but that's what feels on.
So to touch on, you have dabbled in my world of business. So the biggest one, Well, do a little screen share. The biggest one, I've mentioned
Please
this.
share.
If you haven't known, we bought a T-Rex leg, didn't we, Joel?
We bought what we still don't know is completely verified, but we spent a lot of money on buying what was supposedly the T-Rex leg from Jurassic Park 1.
Yeah, look at it.
And it was heavy.
There's you and your brothers and me, obviously.
Yeah, that's my fan.
This is when we sold it. Obviously, it came up randomly. I had to save search on eBay, like Jurassic Park vintage or something, and an auction came up. If people don't know, I think the auction started at like £20 or £200.
Yeah.
I messaged you like, Joel, should we get this 50-50?
And I was like, yeah.
And we won it for, I think it was like 800, was it?
850, I think.
Drove up to Dinosaur Land or something, adventure.
Some weird
And yeah,
place.
it was bigger than we thought.
Unbelievable. I remember I had this theory that I wanted to put it in my lounge and have a table around it. So like the dining table would be around the leg.
Yeah.
And we'd eat dinner around the table at the two.
It was in place.
It was too big.
Yeah, it was huge. We had to hire a van, spent the whole day getting it. Then we hired like storage for it.
I feel like it was one of those things that we bought it and then we didn't really know what to do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
We just wanted it. Because we didn't initially win the auction, did we? It was won by someone else. Who bid like 1,200 quid.
And we went, 50-50. And I used my wedding fund money. And I've just moved you, there you are. And luckily, we did sell it. We broke even, I think, with storage fees, maybe a little bit of loss. We couldn't quite.
I think we broke even. Yeah.
Like rubber stamp it. We had messages from like a puppet director or something.
Stan Winston Studios.
Yeah, but obviously Stan Winston, he passed away 2009, so we can't get him.
Couldn't get that verification.
But to sell it as a like prop, which they're trying to sell on eBay now, actually, with using our picture.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah, but hey ho.
Crazy, man. What a time that was, to be fair. Yeah. That was mad.
Also,
I got the newspaper.
Oh, you found it?
Have a little newspaper.
How can I 1 second? How can I make you bigger? Can I make you bigger?
They made me look like such a geek.
Don't know how to make you bigger.
As Jurassic Park Legacy.
Oh, there we are. Film fan Joel has Jurassic Park Legacy.
Why are they leaving you out? That's what I wanted.
Didn't they say you had a shrine?
Oh my god, they made me look bad. We won't go into that.
No. Apparently had a question. What if your friend gets so many more people doing his workout, he does a skydive with you? Do you know I was supposed to do a skydive last year?
George, I was watching the it's time, like every few weeks you say, here we go. And then it would but I don't know how I feel about doing a skydive, although we are both touching 30 now, so
yeah. So yeah,
Christ.
Obviously you came to me to a couple of auctions, bit of hit and fails. Boost Pagoda, was it?
So on the Chelmsford auction rooms we went to, I bought a load of china plates. I think I got them for like 20 quid. Boost Pagoda. Yeah. We ended up smashing them mostly on the floor. So
you have dabbled.
Yeah. I've dabbled. I sold a few bits.
Yeah, better at your gym work.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So yeah, let's wrap this video up. Thanks, Joel. Obviously, being a massive basketball fan, your hero was sadly Kobe Bryant.
The late,
as we know, and I picked out a Kobe Bryant quote I did last week. Today's quote of the day: "The moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win." And we're pretty sure he said that at the KobeBryantQuotes.com.
R.I.P. Mamba.
Yeah, R.I.P. So yeah, don't give up. If you are a bit deflated today, keep going, because if you do give up, there's just room for someone else to take your place. So yeah, keep on trying, people. Today's plans for me, I am hunting the World Wide Web for more stock. I'm running low, I'm getting there. That's my plan, and listing. I've got to list everything before I go to my unit tomorrow. Have you got any plans, Joel?
I've got some sessions to do, and then I'm going to train myself at home. I've got a little bar and a bench, so I'll be doing that. And then I'm going to play some gamies.
Lovely. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks, chat. Thanks for everyone watching after. Hit that like button. Let's get to 100 as quick as possible likes. subscribe to me. Subscribe. Check out Joel's video, his Instagram.
Give
Thanks
your
for
workout
joining
going.
me. See you tomorrow for Morning Readies. See you later.